I'm sorry we're late starting, but
Close the door.
yeah, better late than never, I guess. Okay. Um, what's the thing? Who operates the camera?
Half an hour. Well,
Okay. This is the fire department's. This is the fire department, City of New York Pension Fund, New York Fire Department Pension Fund, and New York City Fire Department Life Insurance Fund. It's April 23rd, 2014. It is now 16 minutes after 10 at Fire Department Headquarters, 9 Metro Tech, Brooklyn, New York, room 8S7. Can we have a roll call of trustees, please?
Ms. Caroline Wilper,
Present.
Ms. Susanna Vickers,
Here.
Ms. Beckman Gold,
Carolyn Wilbert has the copy for the finance commissioner.
and Mr. Steve Cassidy,
Edward Brown for Steve Cassidy.
Mr. James Levin,
Here.
Mr. Robert Straub,
Here.
Mr. John Kelly,
Here.
Mr. James McGowan,
Here.
Mr. John Farina,
Here.
Mr. James Lamanda,
Here.
Mr. Sean O'Connor,
Here.
Commissioner Douglas White.
Here.
I have 24 votes and a quorum. We may start the meeting.
Okay, first I think is approval of the minutes of the regular meeting February 26th and regular meeting of February 20th. I don't know if we can do them both at once, but we'll take February 26th, 2014.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting, February 26, 2014.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, the motion carries. Also, regular meeting March 20th, 2014.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries. Also, we have the investment meeting of March 26th, 2014.
So moved.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries. Okay, we're at subchapter 1.
And item 3, subchapter 1A, the board is requested to approve an application for subchapter 1 regular widow's pension to Mrs. Vera Sinapi, widow and designated beneficiary of deceased retired Deputy Chief Mario Sinapi.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Item 4, subchapter 2A, the board is requested to note the receipt of the actuary's memorandum of April 18, 2014 regarding providing the September 2014 COLA percentage. It was emailed to you and is also included in your handout set.
Noted.
Thanks. Item B, the board is requested to adopt the actuary's recommendations for a final fiscal year 2014 employer contributions to the New York City Fire Department Pension Fund.
Okay, the actuary would like to call the board's attention to an April 3rd, 2014 memorandum from the chief actuary to the Board of Trustees. And in this memorandum, the actuary is asking the Board of Trustees to revise its original appropriation for fiscal year 2014 from $960,728,714 to $969,955,923. And of course, this represents an increase of $9,227,209 over the preliminary fiscal year 2014 employer contributions of $960,728,714. And the primary reason for that refinement or that adjustment is because there was a refinement in the methodology for determining liabilities of unprocessed pensioners. Now, for the edification of the board, an unprocessed pensioner is someone who technically retires. They're due basically a retroactive benefit improvement due to a contract settlement. The actuary previously had made estimates of what those improvements would be, And that was, the estimates were used in the preliminary data, or preliminary, I'm gonna call it in this case, the preliminary appropriation. When the final appropriation, which we're being asked to vote on now, was used, the actuary used actual pensioner data. So the difference between the estimated and the actual is the main difference of the $9,000,000, as I mentioned, $227,209. Also, there is in Appendix C, a draft resolution asking the board, or giving the board the approval to make this change. And roughly the appropriation, or I should say the Appendix C reads as follows. Whereas the Board of Trustees at a meeting held on April 24, 2013, adopted the recommendation of the actuaries contained in his letter dated March 29, 2013, establishing the preliminary appropriation to the New York Fire Department Pension Fund for fiscal year 2014 in the amount of $960,728,714, and whereas the actuary in a letter dated April 3rd, 2014, recommended a final appropriation to the New York Fire Department Pension Fund for fiscal year 2014 in the amount of $969,955,923. And whereas the Board of Trustees has reviewed the recommendation, now therefore be it resolved that the employer contribution to the New York Fire Department Pension Fund for fiscal year 2014 be revised from $960,728,714 to $969,955,923. And such revision is hereby approved by the Board of Trustees.
Okay. Any questions of Sam? If there are no questions, I think that we need a motion to adopt the actuary's recommendations.
Make a motion to adopt the actuary's recommendations.
Second?
Any objections? Hearing none, the motion carries. Lee?
The next item is item C. The board is requested to approve application for an option 3 pension benefit in the amount of $2,290.79 per month to Mrs. Rose Duffy, widow and designated beneficiary of deceased retired Captain John Duffy.
Motion to approve.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries.
The board is requested to approve application for an option number 4-3 pension benefit in the amount of $3,446.26 per month to Mrs.
Eloise.
H. Eloise Meyerhoff, widow and designated beneficiary of deceased retired battalion chief Alfred Meyerhoff.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries.
E, the board is requested to approve refund of annuity savings account access to improved benefits plan members, 45-6 listed.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. F, the board is requested to approve application for ordinary death benefit in the lump sum amount of $301,000. No. $1,000 to Mrs. Paula Deniger, widow and designated beneficiary of deceased firefighter Martin A. Hurley.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. G, the board is requested to approve advance payments to retirees entered on the fund's February and March 2014 payroll. 83 cases listed.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries.
H, the board is requested to approve payments due physicians of the Subchapter 2 Medical Board.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries.
I, the board is requested to approve payments due Finken Carney Reporting and Video.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, the motion carries.
J, the board is requested to approve payment due Mechanical Secretaries, Inc.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries.
K, the board is requested to approve payment due New York City Law Department for the services provided by Institutional Shareholders Service, Inc.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries.
L, the board is requested to approve payment due New York State Department of Financial Service for the audit of the New York Fire Department Life Insurance Fund.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries. Okay. What is this? Oh, that's it. We need a motion to move out of the public session into the Fire Department Life Insurance Fund.
So moved.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries. So we're now in the Fire Department Life Insurance Fund.
Roll call of trustees remains the same. A, the board is requested to approve each application for $6,000 of life insurance benefits from beneficiaries of deceased retired members. 37 cases listed.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries.
Now we need a motion.
We need a motion now to conclude the Life Insurance Fund meeting and move into executive session for the purposes of deciding disability cases.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Any objections?
Any objections? Hearing none, motion carries.
Okay, then I turn off the camera.
Camera should go off. Thank you, Bernard.